I know a lot of you are proud of yourselves. I know you are. But I think you wasted your vote. Stick around, I'll tell you why.
Tell her. Told her good luck with your bullshit. I told her good luck with your bullshit. Boy, I'm anointed by Jesus. Swear I should be in the pulpit. Told her good luck with your bullshit. I told her good luck with your bullshit. I'm only attracted to keepers.
Love Island USA Season 7, Episode 12. Let's get into it. Tonight's episode was all about actions and consequences, both for the Islanders and for us, the viewers. Just like in life, some consequences were fair, some were a little harsh. As for ours, yet to be determined. Before I start, let me say Happy Father's Day. It is still technically, well, it just became not Father's Day. It just turned 12 a.m. But when I started that sentence, it was still technically Father's Day. So Happy Father's Day to my fellow procreators out there. But as I was saying, the episode opens with Haktua Hannah gleefully returning from her makeout session with Pepe. Nick immediately points out that Pepe has makeup on his mouth and Hannah giggles about it. This sends Mr. Maga immediately over to Charlie to snitch, while Hannah makes light of the fact that she just made out with Pepe in the same spot that she made out with Charlie. What people tend to forget when they're on this show is the danger of openly expressing your couple's weaknesses in front of the other couples. This isn't a couple's retreat. Like, y'all be sending each other home. We'll see in a second Huda took it too far, but the importance of a unified front is a real thing. Mr. Maga expresses to Shelly that he's starting to pull away as her connection with Ace is making him more and more uncomfortable. Then Shelly tells us that Mr. Maga's insecurity is beginning to turn her off. Translation? The guy she didn't like in the first place is getting on her nerves for noticing that she doesn't like him. Elgin tells Huda exactly what he told Iris, that although they had a rough morning, he's still all about her. He's not going to throw their relationship away over that. Technically not closed off, but you know, he's pretty good with Huda. Perfect, right? Like, this should please Huda, this literal display of fidelity and transparency. Huda is emotionally mature after all, so she'll definitely appreciate this tangible example of trustworthiness. Huda's a mom, you know what I'm saying? So she's got to know to appreciate this more than hibachi pancakes from a nigga who didn't even pick her at the recoupling when he could have, or a salsa lesson in front of the whole villa with a nigga who's not even attracted to you. There's no way an emotionally mature mother would appreciate those frivolous things over somebody actually being truthful and honest and sticking by you. Let's check in on Huda's surely positive response to Elgin's everlasting faithfulness.
What did you say? You're never ever supposed to bring up any fucking problems to anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is. Ever. And guess what? I don't know the bitch. Don't fucking bring up shit about us, especially problems.
You ever fuck up a blessing? You know, God just hand you a dub and you just fumble it. You cannot overstate the importance of capacity when it comes to blessings. You must have the capacity to receive whatever it is that you're wishing for. The perfect man couldn't save Huda right now, because giving Huda the perfect man right now would be like giving a $100 bill to a 4-month-old. She wouldn't know what to do with him. Ace tells Shelly that he wants to get to know Iris, and I still haven't seen him face her when talking. Shelly admits that this is hard to hear, but she ultimately doesn't protest. Everybody goes to bed, and Huda and Elgin have sex. Huda immediately tells the girls first thing in the morning, just in case Iris was thinking about trying again. Then we see Charlie take Iris for a chat because he now recognizes that Hannah can't be trusted. The chat didn't really produce much, they didn't really have much chemistry, but I respect them for at least trying. Then see Landria tell Taylor that the difference between him and Ezel is that Ezel makes it known that he finds her attractive. Taylor's response was ultimately lighthearted because he actually doesn't care. But one thing he didn't say was that he does find her attractive because he actually doesn't. Like, Huda got upset at Elgin for participating in the game. She played it off like she wasn't really upset, but she was upset. Back at the villa, the guys are now asking him how he's going to handle Huda's jealousy in the real world. He says he wouldn't put up with it, but I don't know. Anyway, Pepe takes Hannah to Soul Ties, and Charlie blows his game up completely by trying to speak to Amaya. Amaya, bless her heart, breaks out in tears at the mere thought of dating Charlie and betraying her best friend Hannah. Meanwhile, Hannah is up in Soul Ties making out with Pepe. Actions and consequences, man. It's now nighttime in the villa and all the couples off having their little conversations. It's here that we see Ace asking Iris if she believes in love at first sight, and you notice he's facing her. In her confessional, Iris mentions that one thing she loves about Ace is that he's always looking at her when they're speaking. This is not the Ace we normally see. This interest in Iris is different. Ariana shows up and it's time to get to the shit. At the fire pit, she tells everyone that America's vote will determine who the new bombshells couple up with. Now, we did our job and put Alondria with Ezel, thus making Taylor vulnerable, a fair consequence of him being vocal about not finding Alondria attractive. We put Hannah with Pepe. because we thought she wanted us to. A fair consequence of her straddling him at the end of episode 10. What'd I do to y'all? What did I do to y'all? I come on here, man. I make my little videos, try to make y'all laugh, drop a couple nuggets here and there. You been watching my videos, you ain't subscribed. I ain't want to do this, man. I know I'm good. I know this shit is entertaining. I know it. I know it is. Don't cost you nothing. I don't like asking for shit. Please. This makes Charlie vulnerable. An unfair consequence of being coupled up with someone who lacks self-control. What's really messed up is Charlie still could have been safe even after America's vote if Hannah could have just fixed up sooner. Had she expressed clarity that morning and spent that whole day, getting to know Charlie some more, the other Islanders may have still believed in their relationship. But she just had to get that session in with Pepe and Soul Ties, and that's still Charlie's fate. Because Huda was never leaving. America voted to put Iris with Elgin, thus making Huda vulnerable. But the girls were never gonna say Huda's name, so I thought it was dumb as fuck for Ace and Nick to call her out like that. But ultimately, y'all wasted your vote because they're just gonna sleep outside. They just had sex last night. The only way Elgin was gonna explore anything else is if Huda was gone, and now, shit, he might leave with her. Yeah, I know we can't tell people who to date. That never works. But what we can do is catapult them to a win with a storyline like this. These producers know what they're doing. Say one of them pulls Huda to the side and says, hey, just lighten up a little bit. What if she's encouraged to give Elgin a little bit more credit and maybe bank on some of that trust he's earned? If Huda can actually be emotionally mature and learn from this, they could easily ride this to a win. Some people are going to be naturally pulling for them just because this happened. But if she refuses to look inward, if she refuses to self-evaluate and just decides to blame America or Elgin for this, then they could both end up leaving. Ultimately, the Islanders who weren't part of the recoupling had to vote to decide who gets sent home. One by one, they stand up to make their decisions, and Charlie ends up getting voted off. What was funny was before the vote, Charlie started to make a speech, and it looked like he was about to volunteer himself to leave, but he was really just making a case for himself to stay. I'm not mad at him for saying what he said because he wanted everybody to know that him and Hannah were actually in a good place. Other thing I found funny was Hannah's crying when he got dumped. Thought it was all fun and games. This is where people fuck up on this show, man. You're not just here to explore and just mess around with as many people as possible. When you find somebody you like, don't play around, and especially don't go showing other Islanders how little you respect that person. Charlie's gone because of Hannah, period. If she had shown him any respect, Taylor or Huda would have been out of there. We all know Taylor should have gone, but unfortunately Ace is the only person in there who actually knows Taylor doesn't find Alundra attractive. And since Taylor is one of his minions, he's never going to release that information. Unless it benefited him one day. I want to end this talking about Ace and Nick. First of all, Nick and Hannah are the same. They do whatever they want and they attract people who let them. Now, Nick knows Huda has a daughter, so I could give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he truly believes this is in the best interest of his friend. But that's what all these girls do. They give Nick the benefit of the doubt and he takes advantage. Ace is being to Huda right now the Love Island equivalent of the guy at the gas station who you rejected and is now cussing you out. Little Black Book 91 pointed out Ace's body language with Huda a long time ago. And I've been saying that Ace wanted Huda all this time. She rejected him. She picked Elgin immediately and now she's having sex with Elgin. Ace is mad at Huda for never giving him a chance. And now he's getting back at her. Seriously, this is that insecure clown who's calling you ugly seconds after failing to get your phone number or IG. Looks like things get heated in tomorrow night's episode, man. Elgin got some people to check. Whether or not we want them together is irrelevant, because people are going to do whatever they want when it comes to matters of the heart. Seeing other men come for his connection like that could light a fire under Elgin. I'm here for it, because it's time for him to recognize that not only are these guys not your friends, but some of them are straight up ops. Thanks for watching. Catch you next one. Appreciate y'all.
I came empty handed, but I'm leaving with 3. Plus I made about a G, cause I made them tip me.